a short on this yesterday. I knew I was going to do a video format on it. Sometimes I do a short on it a couple days before, then I'll do a video on it to get more deeper into details and context or whatever. But thumbs up the video, share the video with a friend, man. I appreciate it. Share it on social media. You got the right to screen record or whatever. I don't mind it. Just tell people where they can find it at. Trying to get to 500 subs. So, but yeah, man. Most men can't keep a woman because they not good at sex. Now, we talked about yesterday on video, because I did 2 videos, so I forgot to drop one. I think it was Tuesday, so I doubled up on the shorts, whatever. But we talked about how a woman leverages the box against a man, right? But for her to leverage the box, a lot of times a man gotta want the box and not probably have other options, right? And that's why he putting it on a pedestal, right? So, but if you didn't pedestalize the box, whatever, she couldn't leverage nothing because you just moving on. You be like, all right, you tripping, all right. And then when you cut a woman off like that, bro, when you cut a woman off like that and don't have no remorse for it, bro, they respect you for it. Now, you might make it easier for the next dude, or you may never spin the block and deal with her again, or she might run into you in public and she might apologize and it's gonna be easier. I done did that to a girl. She done told me like, oh, they just did something to me. I don't know if it's some science that turned me on or whatever when you came back. But I should never have came back in that situation. But like I said before, we gotta the red flags and all that. We cannot ignore no red flags. If it's one of your unbreakables or your unbreakables, we cannot ignore those. And I'm guilty of it. So we gotta be disciplined. But nonetheless, women leverage the box, but still it's a reward. I was talking about it's a reward for them at the end of the day. And if you don't perform up to code for a woman when she give you the box, it's like, you know what I'm saying, she cutting you off, even though you didn't jump through all these hoops, you didn't pay for dinners, or you didn't spend time, or you didn't gave her attention, or you didn't moved her up the schedule list and let her come over and come to the crib, and you know what I'm saying. But if you don't perform well, unless she don't have no options, or she really like you like that, and hold on to that thought, if you don't perform well or up to code, it was, you got yours. And I guess that's the key. But then again, she more likely, if she got other options or she got something going on, she gonna move on to the next customer, the next guy. I don't want to say customer, but the next guy. So you still, even when she give you rewards, you still gotta live up to a certain expectation. You still gotta live up to a certain expectation. But I say this. Guys have to be good at sex. And I tell you this, when you're not performing up the code in the bedroom, because it's about to be a conversation right here, a woman gonna let you know it, bro. And they don't mind embarrassing you. They don't mind embarrassing you about it. I'm not gonna get into that point, but they gonna let you know it. Subliminally, if you don't catch on, they're gonna verbally say it, they're gonna have attitudes or whatever. They're gonna let you know it, bro. They're gonna let you know it when you don't get up to code. And I say they go so far in embarrassing. Women today love embarrassing you. And I tell y'all look at women as little weak, feeble-minded people, but they very, very smart, and they even smarter than they are, because a lot of men underestimate their IQ. But before we get into the aspect of performing the act, this is why, this is the part that it really begins with here, to be honest. She gotta want you, bro. If a woman ain't begging for your attention, if a woman ain't asking you to pull up or asking to see you, bro, she really not into you. So that means you gotta exceed expectations in the bedroom. The more she desires you, the more that she desires you, the more areas you could be lacking in. Even in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? The more she desires you, the less. And it makes sex that much better for you and her when she has a desire to be with you. When she really like you and really want to be up under you and really want to be with you, you can just touch her and she gonna explode. And you ain't even did nothing yet. You know, you ain't even did nothing yet. So when they really, really want you, it makes the job of sex that much more easier. Now, if you somebody in the middle of the pack, or you below desire, you want to have a retention rate of a woman, whether you want to keep her in a rotation, whether you want to, you pumping and dumping, you don't really care at this point. You know what I'm saying? You don't really care. You're just trying to get yours and keep it moving. But if you want somewhat of a retention, you want her to be a girlfriend, or you want her just to be in a situationship, or you want her put in a rotation, or whatever, you want to perform well. Every guy want to perform well. I done heard situations of guys be in the back of this establishment, I say, and female say, it's on me. It was so good the first time, don't even worry about paying again. It's on me. You know? So if you perform, so the more she desires you, the more wiggle room you got. You know, but you have to be able to master that craft. And each woman is different. Each woman is different. And, if that's somebody you're going to be dealing with on whatever level I spoke on, casually, seriously, short term for potential to long term, if that's somebody you're going to be dealing with, you probably should ask her, what she do, what she don't like. You probably should be asking her that. So you got to think about that. Like, was it cool? You good? Whatever. Not why you doing it, though. Not why you doing it. You know if you're not doing it well. We all know that. We all know that. And that might be another reason why a lot of guys like low-hanging fruit. Because they like, average to below looking average women, because it's less work to do. Because the average to below average woman got to do the work to keep you. But I'm not gonna venture off into that. But also, I had to learn too. When you just running through girls, or you just having sex with girls, and there's nothing attached to it, whatever. They know what they there for, whatever. You don't have to worry about this part of it. But when you serious, whatever, or you wanna, a lot of women got to be warmed up. A lot of all women love foreplay. And for you dudes who kind of, don't have the conditioning, or you're a quick pumper. I forgot what movie she said. Oh yeah, ATL. Foreplay is essential. It's essential. The kissing, the rubbing, the touching, the nipples, the all that. So once you able to, you just can't, like, after a while, especially dealing with a certain chicks, you just can't stick it in and be ready. You know what I'm saying? Catch me what I'm saying? You gotta warm it up. And you warming it up, it gets her ready, and it basically, it's like a pot of water. You supposed to drop the grits in when the water start boiling. So you basically bringing her to a boil. And then when she boiling, then you do the job, and you don't have to last 30, 40 minutes. And most of these women ain't lasting 30, 40 minutes. I think the average sex time is like 10 to 15 minutes. But that 10 to 15 minutes it's gonna be explosive. It's gonna be explosive. Because you built her up. Most young girls don't know nothing about that, but you built her up. So using your hands, verbiage, talk, learning if she like to be aggressive, learning to choke, learning to pull the hair, learning to grab her arm and put her, just certain little things. Slowing it down, finding the right stroke, pausing, teasing. Women love to be teased. But long story short, you have to find a formula that works for you. If you ain't like mastered it, you're not gonna have a good retention rate. No matter how much money you make, no matter if she chooses you to be the provider, or she settled with you and you can't satisfy her there, it's just like a dog smelling another dog in heat. They can't help it. Even they've been with this dog for 50,000 years, 5 years. They smell another dog in heat, they gonna do it. Women are just like men. If your wife or your girlfriend is withholding a box, you gonna go get it somewhere else. She can't even get mad about it. And this is why you got some people that are in open relationships. And I ain't judging nobody. But it's the same thing with women. Y'all underestimate women. Women cheat more than dudes. Y'all underestimate women. I say it again. Y'all underestimate women's power and their ability and their smarts. They gonna find somebody else that can do what you can't do. They gonna have their cake and eat it too, if you allow it. So don't forget it. You have to take time to know what you're doing. And watching, adult films, that ain't gonna do it, bro, because it's not real. There's so many times they cut, they edit, they stop, or whatever. So, once you learn a person, you'll learn with another person. Oh, she like this, or this is different. This is what. It's just like you like certain things. Some guys like certain things that other guys don't. But you have to be able to learn the individual that you with. But like I said, if you ain't gonna be good at that, you gotta be more desired. She physically has to desire you more. She has to be in love with you for you to lack in that area and her still to be locked in with you. Because it's really emotional. It's an emotional thing, bro. It's got to be a connection there. And she can emotionally connect to you. You emotionally stimulate her like that. She gonna be, she gonna erupt faster. She gonna be like locked in. It's gonna be, the job is a lot easier. She ain't into you, then you gotta make it up in the bedroom and other areas. So you have to be good, bro. The less she desires you, you know what I'm saying, the more you have to make up for in other areas. So don't forget that. Men are judged by what they provide. Protection, finances, and you providing sex, to be honest, even though the sex is really a reward for her, not just you. She getting rewarded too. And there's a difference between how dudes think. Dudes who pedestalize, punani, they get in bad situations. And it's dudes that pedestalize it and look at it as the reward, and it's dudes that look at them as the reward. That's one of the biggest difference between a confident individual and a not confident individual. A dude that's good with women and good, a dude that's good with women and a guy that's not. A guy that's good with women know he can do it over and over again. Even if he get rejected, it's like, okay, I know I can bounce back. I'm not gonna pedalize this, put it on the pedestal. I know I can do it, get another girl what she won't do, another girl gonna do, or one that look better. And guys be like, well, I'm gonna just stick with her. She gave me attention. She texts back, or whatever. She turned back, so I'm gonna work her and pedestalize and work for it and work for it and work for it. And a lot of times you be working for it and it don't be nothing special. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Spread the word. Peace.